Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Sri Sri Gaur Purnima Mahamahotsav ki Jai, Sri Mayapur Chandrode Mandir ki Sameta Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnuvedaya Vishnupadchami Vishnuvedaya Ramayana. Om Jnana Timiranda Jnana Salakaya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasarane Vishesha Paschatyadesadarane Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. He was wondering why such a beautiful place, so magnificent, looks so grand, and it is in the hand of a demon. He was looking at Sri Lanka after his great leap over the ocean. He was now at the gate after finishing destroying Lankini. He has come inside the second gate and he was looking at this beautiful city. He was thinking, why is it such a beautiful place in the hand of a demon? Sri Lanka was built on top of a mountain known as Trikutagiri. This Trikuta was a piece of rock that broke from Mount Meru. Long ago, there was some discussion between two Gandharvas. One Gandharva said that Vasuki is such a powerful, strong snake that when the Lord took incarnation as Matsya, he was used as a rope to tie the horn of the fish to that boat where Maharaj Satyavrata and the Saptarishis were traveling. And in the dissolution water, this boat was kept safe due to Vasuki binding Matsya and the boat. So the other Gandharva said, but maybe he is strong, but you think that can be as strong as Vayu, Varuna, Agni? So he said, must be more stronger than Vayu, Varuna and Agni. Otherwise, why did the Lord select Vasuki? So while they were discussing like that, Vayu, the god of air, who is present everywhere, he couldn't tolerate this discussion. He came in person in front. He said, what is this useless discussion? They said, who are you? I am Vayu. Is there anyone strong as me? Why do you even discuss these things? And you don't know I am everywhere, I am listening to this. So then the other Gandharva said, well, I have seen Vasuki. I was the last one to tip into the water at that time. I have seen Vasuki, how strong. So Vayu said, bring that Vasuki, we can test. So then Vasuki was brought. So Vasuki challenged Vayu. What do you mean? I am so strong. Every time the Lord selects me, so there must be some reason. Then Vayu said, oh, then we can test our strength. So Vasuki said, I will coil around the Meru 3 times, tight, and you blow and see if you can open my coils. But they never consulted Mount Meru, whether they can do it. Anyway, around Mount Meru there are so many insects and creatures. All the planetary systems are kept around it. So Vasuki crawled over it and Mount Meru did not mind. So many snakes are around me, is another snake. But he didn't know that was for a big sport. So Vasuki coiled 3 times around and started getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And then Vayu, in full force, he started blowing against Mount Meru. And Mount Meru started moving this way and that way because Vayu was using all his strength and Vasuki was not going to give up. So it was not just Vasuki, because Vasuki is sailing on Mount Meru. So Vayu had to work for both, the strength of Mount Meru and the strength of Vasuki. So then Mount Meru started complaining, started screaming, say, what is this? There are 3 parties involved in this, but I was never consulted. And why I am given trouble like this? So he said, I am going to turn upside down and create trouble. All the planetary systems will fall off. So then Brahma, he heard all this. So he appeared in the scene and he told Vayu and Vasuki that you have your kind of strength and he has his kind of strength. In your kind of strength, you are the most strong. And his kind of strength, blowing, that he cannot do. So that way he is strong. He made a truce. When Vasuki uncoiled after the sport, one rock was broken from Mount Meru and it fell in the salt ocean. So this mount, this rock, it got 3 pieces, 3 peaks like that. So it was known as Trikuta. And this Trikuta was on the salty ocean for a long time. Then Vishwakarma, for the purpose of making a nice palace for the pastimes of the demigods, he made the Sri Lanka city on top of Trikuta mountain. Later, Kubera, who is the cousin brother of Ravan, he took over this place. He also got an appointment as the treasurer of the demigods, so they didn't mind him using that. So Kubera was there for a long time. Then Ravan, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishan and Surpanaka, they went for performing austerities. Ravana's mother, Kaikashi, she became very envious that Kubera is sitting on this wonderful Sri Lanka city. So he told Ravan, why don't you perform some austerities and get some benedictions and kick him out of this place? Because Kaikashi was the wife of Vishravas, and Vishravas had another wife through whom Kubera was born. So these are co-wives and they had problems. So Kaikashi was instigating Ravan, you must perform some tapasya, great austerity. So Ravan performed austerities, Kumbhakarna performed austerities, Vibhishan also performed austerities, and Surpanaka also, and Khara and Dushan, they were also performing austerities. They were born 1 hour, 45 minutes difference. So there was Ravan, then Kumbhakarna was born, then Vibhishan was born, and then Surpanaka was born, then Khara and Dushan, they were born. So they were all in Himalayas performing austerities. When Brahma appeared in front of Ravana, he asked for all kinds of greedy benedictions, and he got them. And Kumbhakarna was thinking to ask for a benediction by which he will live forever. So this word in Sanskrit is Nityatvam. Nitya means eternal. Nityatvam means eternity. I want eternity. But somehow or other, the material nature tricked Kumbhakarna, the Vak Devata, the power of speech, she came in his tongue and she tilted his tongue. Instead of Nityatvam, she asked for Nidratvam. Nidra means sleep. So he said, please give me Nidratvam. Brahma said, Tadastu, you can have it. And he said, what? No, I wanted to live forever. I'm sleeping. Please stop this benediction. So Brahma said, no, I have given you the benediction. I can't take it back. And already he was going to sleep. He begged, please, this is not proper. This is a trick of the demigod. You are not fair with me. I did so much austerities and now I just wanted to sleep forever. Then why would ever a person perform so much austerity and then just sleep for the rest of the life and die at the end of the sleep? So Brahma felt very compassionate. All right, Kumbhakarna, you sleep for 6 months. And then you get up and you eat for 6 months. Wonderful pastime. So then Kumbhakarna went to sleep. They had to wake him up. Even at the end of 6th month, to wake him up is great difficult. They had to bring a big, huge army. The army will march on his body. Elephants, camels, they play bugles, they put fire on his chest. Still he will be snoring. He won't get up. Then after all the army march past and shooting of astras and everything, then slowly he will feel some pain somewhere and then he will get up. When he gets up, he will smash half of the army. A huge big figure. So then as soon as he gets up, he says, where is food? Because 6 months he has not eaten. He used to eat for 6 months. So that's what he does before he goes to sleep again. And while he is eating, his education, everything was done. Pandits will sit on both sides and read books to him. He will be eating and listening to the Shastras. This way, he also became an expert archer. And he got other benedictions. He was a great yogi. So while sleeping, he will come out of his body with his subtle body. And he will travel around and know everything. So this body was put to sleep. While in the Sukshma Sharira, Kumbhakarna visited Kailas, performed tapasya, got ashras from Lord Shiva. So only his gross body could not be seen. So in this way, Kumbhakarna was there. Then Vibhishan, he was also praying. And then when Brahma came, Vibhishan said, give me devotion to the Supreme Lord. So then Ravan, again, one more person in the family. It's not enough. There was a Prahlad, and now him. He said, what did you do? Lord Brahma is here. You get the work done. Instead of that, devotion to the Supreme Lord. What will you do with it? You have become a demon. For the demons, devotee is the demon. For the devotees, we say, he became a demon. For the demons, when somebody becomes a devotee, they say, you became a demon. Because you are not against Hari. And you want to worship him. So that was Vibhishan. And Surpanaka, she just got a benediction for changing her form. Whatever form she likes, she can take. So that is how she was trying to attract Lakshmana and Ramachandra. She became a beautiful girl. She was telling Ramachandra, I am so attracted by you. Ramachandra said, yeah. Anyone will be attracted by me, but only problem, I am married. And my wife is next to me. If she was not here, I won't mind. But look at my brother. He's also married, but his wife is not here. You check with him. So then she went to Lakshman. Lakshman said, how is it possible? When my elder brother is in front of me, how can I do it? You go to my elder brother. He's just joking with you. So she went to Ramachandra. So your younger brother is not interested in these things. Why don't you? You are the elder one. He said, I am the elder one, but the point is my wife. She is very wild. If she ever knows I am talking to you, I don't know what will happen. So he is free, individual, separate from his wife. Go to him. She went to him. And Lakshmana said, no. See, his wife is wild, but she is not here now. You must utilize the opportunity. In case, you just go try with him, and in case doesn't happen, you come back to me. So then she ran back to him. Said, see, your wife is not here. The wife is not here, but this brother is very political. When she comes back, he will tell. So you first go to him, and if he is happy, then he won't tell. Then he ran back to Lakshman. And then, by the time Sita came, Surpanaka said, what? Only because of you this trouble? So she went there and picked Sita up. As soon as she touched Sita, Lakshman came there with his sword. Cut the tip of the nose, tip of the ears, and the tip of the breast. And then the original form came out. And then she was crying and she disappeared in the sky. And then Karan Dushan, they came with 14,000 able fighters of the demon dynasty. And Ramachandra finished all of them with one arrow. 14,000 of them. For Ravana, Janastan was a very strategical point. It's just like Kashmir in India. If you happen to move into Kashmir, then you can take charge of the whole country. So everyone tries to enter through Kashmir. Then the Janastan was the last point in the mainland. If anyone could conquer these soldiers in Janastan, then they can dare to cross the ocean and come to Sri Lanka. So Ravan was so happy because Janastan is there, and Karan, Dushan, and Surpanaka, they're just exploiting there. They're eating rishis every day. Very healthy. Rishis are protein food. So Ravan was so happy. Who can come to Sri Lanka? But then, this human being, so-called human being, Ramachandra, he told Lakshman, don't even move, I will do it. With one arrow, he killed 14,000 soldiers. And Kara and Dushan, they were destroyed. And when the news reached to Ravana, he was thinking, no, this is not true. This cannot be true. How can a human being kill 14,000 demons? And always Ravan was thinking, no, it's not true, it is not true. But it was true. Everything he heard was like it is not true. When he went to Maricha, please go, become a deer. Maricha said, what? Become a deer, do what? To Ramachandra, I still remember that time. A blade of grass. It pushed me all over, crossed the whole mainland, crossed the salty ocean and fell into the ocean. So that is what I became a Babaji. I didn't become a Babaji looking for absolute truth. In fear of the blade of grass, I have become a Babaji. I become an ascetic. So don't drive me in front of Ramachandra once more. So Ravan said, if you are not going, I will kill you. So Maricha was thinking, anyway they will kill me. Either Ravan or Ram. So it's better to die in the hands of Ram. Why die in the hands of this demon? So Maricha said, I will go. So Ravana said, I always know. You have great affection for me. He said, no, I don't have any affection for you. So why did you decide to go? So who wants to die in your hand? I would rather die in the hands of Ram. And I know I will die, so I am going. So in this way, these are all backstories, little flashbacks. So anyway, Ravan did that. The biggest mistake in his life, bringing Sita. Ravan was a great scholar, a great Pandit. He was known as Shastrajna. All Shastras he knew. All the Vedas, he was expert. Nobody at that time had the expert pronunciation of Ravana. So even in the demigods assembly, sometimes when they perform sacrifice, they will bring Ravan for chanting verses. He was so expert. Now you must know, anybody who is chanting Sanskrit verses does not have to be a great devotee. There are also demons who chant Sanskrit verses. Just chanting Sanskrit verses does not mean they are some great Bhagavatas. Sanskrit verse, just don't get so attracted by Sanskrit and all these Vedic things. The Vedic things also have, as I mentioned the other day, there's a lot of Vedic nonsense going on. So we must be not attracted to these flowery things of the Vedas. In the Veda or in Sanskrit also you can speak bad words. If every language has got bad words, then Sanskrit also has bad words. And if every literature has got bad literature, bad books, then in Sanskrit also there must be some bad books. In every literature there are some useless books. In Sanskrit also there must be some useless books. Most of the books are useless anyway. So, except Srimad-Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and such transcendental literature, the rest of it is simply binding you to the material existence. You can get bound with chanting Sanskrit, or you can get bound by speaking in English. Anyway, you will be bound. So what is the meaning? Vedashya sarvair ahameva vedyaha vedanda krit vedavit evachaham. Vedashya sarvair. By all Vedas, only one thing has to be known. What is that? Everything belongs to the Lord. And Ravana read all the Vedas, but what he did not understand, that at least his wife belongs to him. We must understand everything belongs to him. At least his own wife belongs to the Supreme Lord. And he couldn't tolerate that. And his lust was so much. Ravana, his lust is very exemplary lust. Once he was performing great fire sacrifice, and then Agni appeared there with his wife. In spite of Brahma advising him, don't go there. This Ravana is a trouble. So Agni said, look at his chanting, so perfect, so wonderful. Such wonderful installation of fire he has done. So I must go there myself, personally. So Brahma said, all right, you go, but don't touch your wife. So then Agni said, how is it Vedic that somebody goes without wife? I'm only 50% then. I must go with my wife. So Brahma said, well, if that is written on your head, what can I say? You go. So Ravana was going around the fire with folded hands, chanting mantras. And then Agni came up. Agni said, Ravana, I am here. So Ravana looked. Not only he was there, Swaha was also there, Agni's wife. She looked so beautiful as fire. She is the flame of the fire. So when Ravana looked at her, immediately he lifted her and started flying away. In between his yajna, before Purnahuti. So then all the priests, they were shouting, Ravana, Ravana, at least do the Purnahuti. He said, what Purnahuti? Here is a woman. So Agni was going, please, Ravana, give my wife back. I'll give you anybody, but don't take my wife. Because Agni's food comes from, every husband will think like that. If my wife goes, how I will eat? I don't know about ISKCON Mataji. They have a different arrangement. They eat separately here and there, make 2 kitchens even sometimes. And if husband says, you must serve me, he says, no, I serve my guru. I don't serve you. Who are you? This is Maya. Because this little bit culture is also necessary. So much transcendental is alright, but little culture is also must be there. Anyway, I am not supporting them so much, but the thing is that it is Vedic culture. We are taking Vedic nonsense, why not take Vedic culture? So, wife is supposed to be the Sahadharmini, who helps the husband in his religion. Sahadharmini. Even Sita Devi, we missed that scene. So Sita Devi was asking Ramachandra, after he made a promise, I will finish all the demons in Dandakaranya. So Sita Devi, she was very worried. Then Ramachandra said, how come you are unhappy after your husband made such a wonderful promise and flowers came from the heavens? He said, that is why I am worried. Then Ramachandra said, no, then we must solve this problem first. What is your problem? Why you are worried? He said, see, you took the Vanaprastha life for living in the forest for 14 years as an ascetic. Then for defending me, you said you are carrying your bow and arrow. And then you have come here. And now, instead of living as an ascetic, you are beating on your shoulder, making challenges, I will kill the demons. That is one point. Another point, that a king of noble quality should not become the enemy of someone unless he has given him some trouble. The demons have given you no trouble. They are eating rishis. They didn't give you any trouble. And if the rishis are being eaten, it is the responsibility of Bharata. He is the king. You are no king. You told, I won't be the king. Now you are acting as the king. So you are breaking your promise. See, women, they give very technical arguments, but totally useless sometimes. At least in this case. Very legal arguments. You said you won't be the king, and it is the king's duty to protect the rishis, and if you protect the rishis, then you act as king, so you have broken your promise. The whole thing is that don't take trouble, just bring me flowers, this and that, just serve me, and don't. Even Mother Sita is like that, what to speak about others. She was telling all that, but when the Gautama Rishi's wife gave her cosmetics, which was weighing so much, there was 2 big baskets full of cosmetics, and she told Lakshman, can you please carry this for me? So Lakshman said, but Mataji, we are in forest. We are supposed to be wearing 3 balls. And then because Dasharatha has begged, we got you some silk sarees. And already I have 1 basket full of your sarees I am carrying. And we have to climb the mountain, we have to cross the river, have to carry the sword, have to carry the shield, bows and arrows, and an axe and a shovel and now cosmetics. For what? And then these cosmetics, they will smell 10 kilometers distance. Because Anasuya, she is no ordinary woman. She's got heavenly cosmetics with her. And if you put it on once, then for 5 days, 6 days, you don't have to remove the makeup. You can take bath, do anything. I don't have the address. They don't make it anymore. So you don't have to again and again move it and all that. No, just put it on once, 6 days it goes. Like that. And then 10 kilometers it will smell. So Lakshmana said it is dangerous. We are moving in the forest and 10 kilometers we are propagating that we are here. It is unsafe. A tiger may come, a lion may come, some demon may come, or even a rishi may come. These cosmetics can attract anyone. And you know these cosmetics are so attractive that she got so much problem and even demigods were attracted to her. So please, and she said, I won't use them. Oh, you are not going to use them. Then why you are carrying it? This question is very much used to you because you always hear it. So many things they will carry, but they are not going to use. No, I'm just carrying. It's just that. It's about 45 kilos. That's all right, we can say. So this is also traditional, to carry things which they never use. And you have to carry it. This is just my own lamentation. You have to carry it for them. And poor Lakshman, he left his wife in Ayodhya. He had to carry the cosmetics. 14 years he carried it. True. Even crossing the ocean over the bridge, he had to carry it. He won't give it up. He said, when I am back in Ayodhya, I will use it. And when she was sitting in the Ashoka Van, she was lamenting. What did I do? I said such bad words to Lakshmana, who was carrying all that weight, and he was even carrying my useless cosmetics on his shoulder. And I told him, you want to enjoy me, that is why you are not going. Why did I tell that? Now that is why I am suffering. In this way, Mother Sita was crying. All mothers cry only after things happen. Before they never think. And after everything is over, then they sit down and cry. So this is the nature of woman. Of course, spirit soul is different. Woman is different. Spirit soul is great. But how many of us are spirit souls? You know it yourself. So spirit soul philosophy is very good, but it should not be misused. I am spirit soul, you are spirit soul, everything is nice. But Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Ascharyavat pasyati kaschyidenam, Ascharyavat vadati tadaiva chanyaha, Ascharyavat sayanam anyaha sunoti, Shrutva vedana chaiva kaschyite. Some people speak about the soul as if it is so wonderful. And some listen about it as if it is so wonderful. Some people discuss about it, deliberate on it, meditate on it as if it's so wonderful. Even after hearing, nobody knows what it is exactly. Vedana chaiva kaschyite. Kaschyite. That is not maybe one or two who actually understand what it means when I say, I am not this body. I am not this body is a wonderful slogan. But then you must use it all the time. When you take prasadam, you must know I am not this body. When you walk for 30 kilometers in the parikram, you must think I am not this body. And when you have a boil like this, I am having one, then you must know I am not this body. But those times we never think I am not this body. Then I am this body. When you look in the mirror, I am this body. Even one brahmachari was dressed up so nice, clean shaved and everything. He was massaging Srila Prabhupada's feet. And there was a mirror in front of him. So while massaging Prabhupada's feet, he was looking this way, adjusting his father, and then he was looking at his tika. So Prabhupada is laying down like this and he's looking at him. He's thinking Prabhupada is sleeping, but he's not sleeping. He's opening his eyes like this and he's looking at him, closing his eyes. So then, at this time only Prabhupada and the brahmachari was there, then two other devotees came. Prabhupada was only waiting for more audience for making jokes. Then two other devotees came. Then Prabhupada slowly he opened his eyes and he said, so? He mentioned his name. And he said, so I won't say names because it's difficult nowadays. You can't tell these things. So he told, so, such and such brahmachari, you want to get married? That was the question. So he said, no Prabhupada, no I won't, I don't want to get married. And he started giving massage quickly. Get more mercy. So then Prabhupada said, no, maybe you must get married. No, I'm not getting married. So then Prabhupada said, see, he has no lust. He must take sannyas. So then that brahmachari said, Prabhupada, I must take sannyas. It's not because I have no lust. Then Prabhupada said, then why? Because I have so much lust. And if I become a family man, I will fall down. So I must take sannyas. And he took sannyas. He's a big sannyasi now in the moment. Good preacher. I won't tell you the name. Because then later sometime they will say, oh, this sannyasi has lust. I have got evidence. Oh my God. Leave me alone. I won't mention anybody's name. It was proved that he had lust. How did he take sannyas? Now remove his eyes. So many things will happen. Actually we should keep politics out of religion. That is what they speak in Indian Parliament now. Take politics out of religion and keep religion out of politics. But it is not possible, because if you want to have proper politics, there must be religion in it. And if you want some good enjoyment in religious activity, sometimes you have to do politics. Otherwise religion cannot be protected. Very difficult. So we cannot be aversive to politics, but the politics has to be according to the norms. Like politics is done by Lord Ramachandra. Great politics. Hanuman is doing politics too. They all did politics. Krishna was the biggest politician. Some people in India only know Krishna as politician. They don't know his God. They say that he is the greatest politician I know. One Hindu monk of India with EY in the bracket, he went to Chicago long ago. And then he came back with one woman. That was his accomplishment. So this great Swamiji, he was telling, I won't mention the name again. So this Swamiji, he was telling that Krishna is the greatest politician that I ever know. And he also said that he is the greatest king and the greatest charitable person and the greatest knowledgeable pandit. But all that he will say, but he will not say one thing. What? He will not accept Krishna as God. So that is why we call them demons. Though they are great monks and great Swamijis and everything. But for us they are all demons. Krishna nahi mane daitya kori jani. Anyone who does not accept Krishna is a demon. Now why Ravan is a demon? Being a Brahmin. Ravan is a Brahmin. He is not a Kshatriya. He is the son of Visravas. And he is the grandson of Brahma. And he is very learned Pandit. And still he is a demon. Why he is a demon? What makes him a demon? Because he does not accept that the Supreme Lord is the controller, the Supreme Lord is the enjoyer, and the Supreme Lord is the friend. Bhoktaham yajnatapasam sarvaloka maheswaram suhuram sarvabhutanam nyatva shanti mrichati. So Ravan lost his shanti. He had no peace. Why? He is not accepting the Supreme Lord's sovereignty, his rule all over this whole creation, material and spiritual. He is under the control of the Supreme Lord. And Ravan is so adamant, he does not want to accept it. And he was thinking, why not me? I am the Lord. So that is why he was calling himself Trilokeshwar Ravan. That was the title. He liked it so much when anyone told him Trilokeshwar Ravan. Triloka Ishwar means the controller of the three worlds. And that was his ambition. While he couldn't control a common cold that came on his nose. He couldn't control it. But still he is Trilokeshwar. Such a wonderful person. So at any case, Ravan had so many curses. One of the curses was, a monkey will burn his city. That was one of the curses. Another curse was, monkeys will spit on his face. When a monkey spits on his face, after that, the 10th day he will die. And he will be killed by human beings who are surrounded by monkeys. And these are all predicted already. And this foolish Ravan with 10 heads, 1 head, 1 brain, 10 heads, 10 brains. With 10 brains, he couldn't digest this. Why? Because of lust. Kama yesha, krodha yesha, rajo guna samudbhava. So much kama was bubbling in his head that his intelligence did not work. Ravana's 10 heads, actually, Ravan did not carry 10 heads all the time. These 10 heads are, if he loses 1 head, another head will come. And if he loses that head, the previous head will come back again, because his life point was somewhere else, not in the neck, not in the chest. So this was a mystic thing the demons used to do. They will keep their life point somewhere else. So that unless you go there and finish that one, it may be a bird, it may be a lizard, it may be a lotus flower. They keep their life there. And here they extend the power. And you kill him, slash him, finish him, he won't die. Again he will come alive. Why? His life is not there. Life is somewhere else. Like that. So Ravan, his heads are coming whenever 1 head is removed. But these 10 heads are 10 different kinds of intelligence he had. This is the benediction he got from Brahma. One was an expert in politics. One was expert in Vedic Dharma. One was expert in administration. Another was expert in how to enjoy. Another was expert in traveling plans. Just 1 head just made all his traveling plans. Where to go, how fast and how short. All these informations come from 1 head. So in this way, when he was going to take Sita, he consulted all the 10 heads. Among the 10 heads, all the 10 heads refused. They advised him. All the 9 heads refused. Don't bring Sita. Only that 1 head, his own head, not the substitute head, the real head, refused to listen to that instruction. So many powerful things he had, but by exploiting the property of the Supreme Lord, Ravan met his death. He even once challenged Narada Muni. Narada Muni was flying, and Ravan saw him, and he said, "Hey, come here." So Narada Muni said, "Oh, anyway, why should I create trouble?" So he came. So Ravan said, "You teach me the meaning of Om right now." So Narada said, "No. Meaning of Om is not to be taught to a person like you. I won't teach." So he said, "Why not? I am a disciple. You are Guru. You must teach." Nowadays, disciples tell the Guru what to do. So it started at Treta Yuga. Guru, you must be like this, you must be like that. So then Narada said, "This is not for this age, Narada. Ravana, you please wait. When Eastern society will start, you can do it. But now you must wait." So then Ravan said, "No. You know who I am? I am Ravan, Trilokeshwar. Here is my sword." He has got a sword, Chandrahasa. This sword is so wonderful that you just tell the sword, you go and kill him. It will chase you through the 14 planetary systems and kill you and come back. Such a missile he had. What missiles they are having? Short range missile, long range missile, they're crapping it, they're producing it. It's all nonsense. This man had a sword which will go anywhere and kill the person and come back to him. Have they made any missiles like that? I don't know. I think they can't make, because this is a benediction. And this Chandrahasa can go through steel, can go through brass, it can go through even illusion. That was the benediction. Suppose somebody creates an illusion by magic, Chandrahasa will go through and kill the person. And this is the sword he used when he was fighting with Airavata, the white elephant. So, Narada Muni said, "You are throwing me some sword, and you think I am going to be afraid and I will teach you Vedas." So this is not the principle for learning Vedas. You throw the sword and say, "You teach me, otherwise I will finish you." What kind of knowledge you will get from me? And that knowledge will become useless, so I'm not going to give you. Then he said, all right, Narada, be ready. Narada said, I'm always ready. What do you mean, now ready? So he took the Chandrahasa sword and slashed Narada. It went this way and came out that way. Narada was there, smiling. Nothing happened to him. So then Ravan got so upset. He said, I'm going to finish you. And he took his trident, which was used by Lord Shiva only, which emits fire, which is more powerful than Brahmastra. And he sent it through Narada. It went through him and came out that way. Narada was still standing there. And he was standing, Hari, Hari. So then Ravan said, oh, now I will. So he took all his astras and everything. He started shooting everything on Narada. And Narada was catching them and giving them back. Don't lose them, you may need it. So then Ravan said, so he kept everything aside, touched Narada's feet, gave him a seat. Please tell me, how come you are not killed? So Narada Muni said, this is a benediction by the Supreme Lord, that I have got a spiritual body. He said, what? Spiritual body? You can't understand. Spiritual body. Once upon a time you had it, but by some mistake you are suffering now. So you can't have it, don't worry. So you won't get it, don't worry. So don't try to waste time killing me, I won't die. So then Ravan said, that's what I want also. Why don't you teach me the trick? So it's very simple. Accept Vishnu, Supreme Lord, surrender to him. Again that Vishnu. I don't want to listen to this name. Get out of my palace, you and your transcendental body. All bogus. All right, bogus. I don't care. So then Narada Muni said, but Ravana, you have unnecessarily used your anger on me. So this will not go in vain. A monkey will spit on your face. On the 10th day you will die. Though you are thinking that you are so powerful. Narada Muni cursed him. Actually it was a benediction. All curses by Narada Muni are benediction. Because of that curse, that he got spit by Sugriva, and then he got the arrow of Ramachandra in his chest. Otherwise, how he will ever get that? So, it seems that sometimes if you agitate Vaishnava, it is also good. If you agitate a Vaishnava, then he gives you this type of a curse. But then, we have to be as big demon as Ravan. If we are not and we agitate a Vaishnava, then this Vaishnava may not curse, but the material nature will take action against us. So we should be very careful. We should not agitate a Vaishnava. It's very bad. If you agitate a devotee, then material nature will take action. The Vaishnava will not take action. Vaishnava will say, all right, he is foolish man. But the material nature will not leave you. So that is why, that if you have offended the Supreme Lord, even if you offend the Supreme Lord, you can take shelter of the holy name. But if you offend a Vaishnava, then you cannot take shelter anywhere. Even in the holy name it is not possible. At any case, Hanuman, he decided, let me go and look for Sita. All these stories came in Hanuman's mind, how Ravan got cursed in many places, and how he is so foolish. Hanuman actually felt so compassionate. He was thinking, if I see Ravan by any method, I will give him a good advice. I will tell him, he's very intelligent. Maybe he will use his intelligence. I will tell him, just give back Sita, and everything will be over. So in any case, Hanuman went into the city, and it was just before midnight, and the moon was present, and he could smell wine all over the city. Practically 99.9% of the population was drunk. For example, if you arrive in New York airport, 11:30 in the night, it was exactly like that. The vibration was similar to that. Everyone is just enjoyment. And there was plenty of enjoyment too. At least in New York, they are only looking for it. But in Sri Lanka, it was available. They had enjoyment. These demons, they went all over the world. They brought women from every species in this world. Ravana had more than 12,000 wives. All of them were liking him, though he was a demon. Because Ravan was very beautiful. He had brownish color. but his akriti or his form of the body was only next to Vamana Devas. Vamana, not this short Vamana, but the Vaman, Upendra, the brother of Indra, he looks very beautiful. And he was only next to Upendra's beauty. And his broad chest, he had very beautiful face. Sometime in the cinemas they show him as he's very ugly, but actually he's not ugly. But when he gets angry, when he gets lusty, then he can produce such ugly forms. But Ravan, he looks very beautiful. He looks very